Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. So, I apologize, the RimWorld series, originally I just didn't record it, and so I just missed like a weekend. But the thing is, I don't know when, but at some point I got the dreaded updating. Apparently, it's the dreaded updating. It's literally never happened to me before, and I've been playing with these mods since, like, I don't know, 1.3? I remember I had to downgrade the game, like, when I updated to, like, 1.4 and 1.5, I had to downgrade the game to 1.3 to play on my mod list. But anyways, my mod list was 1.3, and some of those mods have recently been updated to 1.4 and 1.5, and they're not on 1.3 anymore. So it's completely broken my RimWorld mod list, and I can't load the game with those mods installed, so I have to uninstall those mods, but the thing is, one of them is the Ratkin Plus. Now, that's weird, because the version that I have installed on Steam says 1.3. I don't know if it's like a bug, but yeah. I found a sketchy website where I can download it, though, so, am I willing to get a virus for the RimWorld series? Maybe. I'll probably look into it later tonight, but I am going to be setting up the... after this, I am probably going to be setting up the member event for tomorrow. So, we will see how that all goes. But yeah, no, I don't really know what to do, because that's not the only mod. There's a few others that I need to grab. So, I mean, let's just jump into it, right? Ohio moment. Ohio is like a meme, right? And I don't mean like the Ohio, like what Moriko said, but I mean like Ohio, the US state. I've heard a lot of people say it just out of context recently, and I don't really get it. But, maybe Moriko is a doomer, right? So, maybe she's young enough to where she gets it, and she's saying Ohio. And then she's gonna drop some other modern slang that I don't understand, and it's gonna be like, huh. I don't know, like, I'm thinking of, what I want to do here. I think Zektas would be really annoying. I'm not having some inconceivable sadness today. I apologize. Let's just not run. Have we done a Spider God recently? Curious birthmark. Have we done a Spider God run recently? I'm not entirely sure. So go ahead and peep me pretty much exactly what we've got right now. I think everything is fine. But to talk about something that's a little bit more positive, because I have no idea what to do about that, besides just kind of try to find the mods that I have on old sketchy websites that definitely don't give you viruses, and then download them manually as mods. It's just kind of annoying, because it's like, my mod list has like 80 things in it, and so I really don't want to convert every single one of these into a manual mod, but I guess I'll just have to do that. I don't know if there's an easy way to do it, or if you have to do it manually for each one, but I don't know, we'll see. So to speak about something a little bit more positive, because that's more fun, over the weekend, I've been doing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV grinding, because I'm trying to get my ult ready to go. And I'm thinking about making a video for that that's just sort of like a, like, that'll be my project. Like, I'm recording all the footage and I'm writing the script now as I go along, and then I would work on it during the maintenance period, because it's like a 48-hour maintenance period, right? Before Dawn Trail. I'm thinking that I'm making a video about that, but over the weekend, like, I've needed a lot of stuff, because all I'm doing is, like, going in... currently, it's Stormblood dungeons. That's what I've been doing all of today. And, all of last night. And I'm almost done. Soon I'll be on Shadowbringers dungeons, thank God. Well, actually, that's not very good, because Holminster's Switch hits like a goddamn truck. But I am saving up, I saved up all my poetics for, like, what is it called? It's not, is it Skaven? Shire's Heaven's Word, right? And then, like, Scavian, or Scavian? It's like Caevan, whatever, something like that. That's Stormblood, right? And then Crypt Lurkers, Shadowbringers, and then... Oh god, what's it gonna be for Endwalker? What's gonna be the Poetics gear for Endwalker? It's the most recent one, right? Which is the... Oh, I don't remember what it's called. Radiant was the first one. If you remember Radiant gear. If you remember Augmented Radiant gear, your childhood was awesome. No. It's not gonna be Radiant gear. And then, what's the other gear? I'm trying to think. I forgot money! I'm trying to remember. So it was Radiant gear, Limbo gear, Asphodelos gear, and was that Renacita? Or was Renacita Abyssos? It was classical, right? And then Renacita was Abyssos for crafting. And so then we had... Obviously, we had Abyssos gear, and we had... It was Purgatory gear. But what were the... What was the Tome gear for Abyssos? I don't really remember. And then obviously for Anabasios, it was... The normal gear was called Anabasios gear, and then the Savage gear was called Ascension, which they flipped that, and that bugged the crap out of me. Because, for those of you who don't know, like I said, Limbo gear and Asphodelos gear, those, like, model-wise are the same thing. Like, visually, model-wise, they're the same model. But one of them is called Limbo gear, and it's the normal gear, and then the Savage version of the gear is named after the Savage tier, which was Asphodelos. So the best gear was the Asphodelos gear. And then for Abyssos, the best gear was the Abyssos gear. And then, oh my, well, it was a mix, obviously, of, like, augmented tome gear, and then, like, Abyssos gear. It was, like, whatever you needed. Like, for White Mage and Anabasios, I think I ranted about this before, oh god, I'm all over the place today. You had to wear I don't remember what the rings are called, but you had to wear them because the Ascension rings were piety. Oh my god, they're literally the ring that I'm wearing right now. I cannot remember what it is called. But you had to wear both of them because they were damage rings, and then the Ascension ring, which is the 660, it's the thing that you would want to wear if you could, was a piety ring. Anything okay. God, am I really going to explain piety now? What the hell was I talking about? I was just going over the gear, right? I was just talking about the gear because of Poetics, right? So basically, every expansion has these, like... Every expansion has a series of Savage gear that is a combination of gear that you get for clearing the Savage fights, and then there is Tome gear, which you have to grind for a weekly capped limited currency. It's really annoying, it takes way too long, and, you know, by the time that you're done, like... especially if you're trying to do alt jobs, by the time you have everything you want, the tier's usually over. Because it takes you, like, what was it? Like, is it supposed to take, like, 8 weeks? Is it supposed to take, like, 2 months to do that? And that's just, like, that's just too long. It's annoying. I don't like it. Hopefully it gets changed. I mean, they did actually make some positive changes where they, like, raised the cap or whatever, and they're gonna make it easier to get. They've been making loot easier to get, which is a good thing, because... If loot is a requirement for the hard fights, the Savage fights, okay? Which are not fights that every player is expected to do. They're mid-core content, sure, but not every player is expected to do Savage. If it's stuff like that, if it's being gate-kept by gear, and that gear just artificially exists to be like a time sink, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think that's annoying. Yeah? I think that's annoying. I think that's a certified real statement, yeah? Why am I doing this? Because I don't want to take sanity damage? Hell yeah. Like, we're done here. Like, we're done here. Is the forest doomed? The forest is doomed? Okay. So, the thing that I'm going with this is, like, there's basically, like, 2 kinds of tome currency, right? There is the Poetics, which is just the normal currency that you start getting like once you're past level 50. Like you get it for roulettes, you get it for everything. It's like super common that you get I almost clicked the worst button possible. Yeah, I'm losing sanity after saying I didn't want to lose sanity. What about it? So it's like Poetics, you know, very normal currency. If you play Final Fantasy XIV, once you beat a Realm Reborn, you are going to become familiar with Poetics. They're a very important currency. There are always things to spend Poetics on. But the most obvious thing for a new player to spend on, and what I'm spending my Poetics on, is the augmented Poetic Tombstone gear, which is the final set of tome gear from that expansion. So it's the highest level. So, for instance, in Shadowbringers Savage, right, you had, like, I think it was Crystarium? Like, that was one of the earlier sets. And so if you want that, like, you have to kind of go out of your way to get the Crystarium sets. Like, it's I think maybe you can buy them with Poetics as well. But there are some that you have to buy with, like, sacks of nuts, which is real, by the way. That is not a ligma. That is not me trying to get you to Google something weird. It is sacks of Kupo nuts, I think. But everybody just calls them sacks of nuts. It is a currency that you get from hunting, and you can buy a lot of weird shit with it. It's a very useful currency. And hunting is an entirely different system with, like, clan marks and, ugh. We don't need to get into that. I just follow the hunt trains mindlessly, alright? I have no free will of my own. The scouts and the train operators, the conductors, they're doing it, alright? Wordless Ward, Metamorph... I didn't need to do that, actually. Huh. I could have probably pivoted into School Scissors. This is the school bonanza right here. Oh my, this is the back-to-school special. Dear God. I almost want to do Wordless Ward just to get it out of the way, but we could do Mermaids and then go Ward. That sounds fine. So, essentially, this tome gear that you're buying, right? I already said it, but it's like, it is the last. It's the last tome set that released for that expansion. And so I'm trying to figure out in my mind what the last tome set for Endwalker is. Like, I'm trying to rationalize that out right now. I'm trying to think of it. We have, we haven't gotten a curse yet, so I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Go ahead and give me an item of some kind. It's a compass? Sure. And I think... we already did that. Okay, we just leave it on the school. We're never going to the forest. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. I probably should have grabbed the compass earlier, by the way. We had, like, minus doom at the start, but it's okay. Not worried about it. Oh, whoops! Speedrun strats? Speedrun strats. Oh, hell yeah. I misclicked. Into the trash it goes. The intrusive click one. So I'm trying to think of, like, what the ring that I'm wearing right now is called. Because I'm wearing two of them. I'm wearing a 660 augmented one, and then I'm wearing a 650 unaugmented one. Because that's better than wearing an Ascension ring. Now, I don't know if there's a better ring now for, like, Anabasios, Athena, whatever. And I don't really care, because I've already cleared it. And I don't really care, right? Like, I have the axolotl. Yeah, I do. I have it, so it's like, who cares, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, hey, give me ammo stash. Dab me up. Wait, why did I do the seaside for mermaid sighting? Am I crazy? What a bro is, like, losing it. I'm not, like, I mean, I guess in for a penny, in for a pound, but we're gonna lose some good sanity for that. Well, we got it right back for some doom. Sure, why not? All you gotta do. The hospital's safe! This is one of the runs of all time. Oh my god. I don't want to go to the hospital, though, right now, though. Because it's a safe location. And I would rather go buy something from the dog store. But how do we... The problem is, though, how do we get... We need 2 funds to cure the burn and to buy something at the dog store. Preferably a flashlight. School scissors would get it done, but... I think we go wordless word just because, like, we'll try to sell the items from school scissors. But yeah, no, it's just, I completely forgot a skull emoji. I could find out really, really easily. Don't get me wrong, right? Ugh. I'm on Mystery 3 and I get 30% Doom and I complain. Hello, Jojo. Goodbye, Jojo. Oh, there's no window capture? Okay. Never... Oh, God. So, the thing is, all the White Mage gear sets from the balance were named after... Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up lyrics. So I'm trying to remember which set of lyrics was associated in my gear set. And I think, can it just be 6.4? Ah, yes. Run around and desert you. That's the, that's what it's called. I'm gonna Credendum! Bro, how could I forget Credendum? So it's gonna be Credendum, right? That's the latest, that's the latest weekly capped poetic, or, well, it's not poetics, right? But it will be someday, right? Is that correct? Like, someday, Sprouts, who just finish Endwalker and get to level 9, well, you're gonna be, like, max level before you even get anywhere close to me. If you're doing the MSQ, and you're doing your daily roulettes, like, not even half the time, but just, like, randomly some of the time, you got that rest of the XP, you got that food buff, you're in a free company with the heat of battle. Your ass, you're using the leveling earring you got from pre-ordering one of the expansions. You're gonna be max level, I guess level 100 before you get anywhere close to Endwalker, but you get to MSQ level 90, and you get to the patches, and then you unlock these new tome vendors in, like, Charlian and Radz-at-Han. And it's like, ooh, Credendum gear. And then all, like, that other shit, right? Like the, 6.2. Do I still have it? Yeah, White Mage 6.2. So what was the tome gear here? Lunar Envoy. The Lunar Envoy stuff was actually goated. I can't believe I forgot Lunar Envoy, man. Obviously, it's Augmented Radiant, Augmented Lunar Envoy, and Augmented Credendum. What the hell am I thinking? What is wrong with my brain right now? Like, of course, it's Abyssos and Lunar Envoy. It goes together like peanut butter and goddamn jelly. Name a more iconic duo. Ugh. Me and Perception Rutsu. Fake fan confirmed. I was in the mines for the entirety of the Endwalker expansion, right? Like, I now officially, on my gaming resume, have, like, mid-core rating for an entire expansion, which is something that I've never done before. We could try to get more ammo, but I think I'm fine with it. Like, I've done that. Like, we're just gonna run away. We're gonna be at, like, 40 Doom when we run away. Like, that's crazy. Unless we get Vital Clued, in which case, you know, obviously, but, like... Oh, if only we had faster spiritual actions, we could kill this guy in 2 turns. Instead of 2 turns. Woo! I don't know why I'm being spooky ghost-like, but, get perception up to 7, feel pretty good about that, and we lock it in. We can make an excuse, that's fine. Our sanity is doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy about the run, of course I am. Which is good, because I've been autopiloting it. I don't really know what's happening. I've just kind of been going. Just kind of been schmoovin'. Thinking about gearing in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh. Alright, the run has taken a disastrous turn, but we were always going to run away from this hunter's daughter. I was going to say we were always going to run away from this you. Alright, I'm going to let the intrusive thoughts win. Is this Toxic Yuri? And we're just going to leave the mystery after saying that. I don't really think it matters, right? We just take sanity here. Like, I was thinking about taking EXP, because I want to level up again, but, like, I don't know. I don't think it matters. 7 sanity is kinda crazy, though. That's kinda... Oh, we have 50 EXP. We're gonna get a couple of fights. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. Me and Tortrutsu. Well, we have our light source. And, well, we have 3 bullets, so... I don't want to spend them. I only want to spend 1, if that's okay. I would prefer not to spend more than 1. I guess we can spend 2, because then we'll get at least 1 more bullet back. But, preferably, I want to shoot, and this is true, the boss. The reason I want to do this is so that I don't die. Now, I am a little curious about this. Like, it doesn't matter what we do, we're getting the burned one, right? So there's no Knight Errant. We can't get Knight Errant even if we wanted to, because... Or even if we had it. Not even a friend. Absolutely want to fail this. Never casting a spell in my life. Love to see that. Like, it doesn't matter what we do here, right? Because even if it's correct, we're getting the burned. We're getting the burned horror. So it's fine. It doesn't matter. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, we can get a light source for sure after this. I mean, we already have one, but I kind of like the +1 perception. Although I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters. Yeah, I don't know if it matters, actually. So, do we want to use the box cutter? The box cutter does more damage and it's faster, but we lose deft handling. So we probably keep it, and we also lose the emergency gunshot. I think that we should take the damage. And then I'm going to Desperation. This is going to do 8. So you'd have to throw the torch, right? Because this is going to do 8, and this is going to do... I mean, I would rather this just do 16, and I throw the box cutter, because it'll do 1 damage. Yeah, I think that's great. And we have 4 bullets, so we don't even have to deal with the last boss. You love to see it. I'm gonna take art knowledge, and actually, I think that might be good enough. I think that might be good enough. We take art knowledge. We use the sewing kit. Perhaps, get ourselves up to a nice level of health. And I think we're coasting. I think we're coasting, question mark? I'm not investigating the school twice. You can go to hell, I'm sorry. Although, you know it would go hard, right? I mean... You take this realistically, but I'm fishing for something fun. I'm going for the fun play, right? Because we have some Doom to mess around with. Now, is this worth it? No, it's not worth it at all. But it's kind of fun. Curious Statuette's interesting, by the way. There we go. Now, realistically, you take this! But I'm trying to do the fun play, okay? I'm trying to do the fun play. Realistically, if you have extra Doom, you just roll for Book of Gore every single time, and then you get it, and then you win. I'm not dealing with you. Sorry. Oh, we can't run. I almost want to shoot her, to be honest with you. But let's start with this. Let's Desperation. I'm gonna throw the baseball bat, and then this should be enough. I mean, it's not actually enough, because we can still miss. Actually, no, we can't, right? Correct. You're done. Take off your jacket. You've already taken off your face. Take off your jacket and leave Hell's Kitchen. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just kind of weird, like, people are gonna be buying, like, credendum gear. Well, it's gonna be augmented credendum gear, too, because it's, when you buy gear with Poetics, it's the augmented ironworks, it's the augmented, I said it earlier, it's like, Schreier? And then the augmented Scavian, and then the augmented Crypt Lurker, and then it's gonna be augmented credendum for Endwalker. That's kind of nuts. I'm looking forward to the Arcadion for, whatchamacallit. The new Savage tier. I think it's gonna be cool. I'm curious to see. I heard a little bit about it against my will, because you know how it is with, like, an MMO community. When they, when new information drops, people go crazy about it. But, okay, I actually haven't processed that in 19 days, I'll be playing Dawn Trail. That's nuts. That's crazy. And that I will, in 19 days, like, probably in 21 or 22 days, I'll be playing the new raid tier on normal difficulty. Admittedly, on normal difficulty. Oh yeah, this makes you investigate the forest once. That's so true. We could even rest, by the way, if we wanted to. We have plenty of Doom. But yeah, no, it hasn't really hit me yet. It's kind of nuts. I will... Oh, it is kind of nuts, honestly. Yeah, give me some knowledge, Chief. Tiny cuts? No! No! My run, it's ruined. But yeah, no, I'm just thinking about it. It's kind of unreal, honestly. And, like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing. Like, I basically, something, something. I'm trying to think of the Michael Rosen quote that's like, I have never seen anything quite so horrible in all my life. Yeah, it's bad. I'm not happy with this. But you are going to die, which is good enough for me. We're gonna rest. And we're gonna rest again. We're kind of losing our good graces with this run, as far as the Doom goes, but I think we're doing alright. I think we're doing fine. Alright, so here's the thing. Mr. Medusa, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm going to... You know, I'm gonna double tap you. I'm trying to think, what was the perk? And I swear to God if it's literally just double tap. But the perk in Black Ops Zombies, where it made you fire faster, was it just double tap? COD Zombies double tap, I swear to God. Double tap root beer. Now, I think it only works on rapid fire weapons, so it wouldn't really work on a shotgun, but with how fast we're going to be firing this, it's gonna see noticeable improvement. Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies Night win? I don't know. Is anybody based enough to own Black Ops 3 so that we can play modded zombies? It's 200 gigabytes? Yeah, let me just, hey guys, you want to download a game from 2015 that's 200 gigabytes and, oh, you know, $60? what is Activision Blizzard doing? Why is Black Ops 3 $60? That's insane. That's crazy. Okay, who has... Alright, Black Ops 3 is a great way to play zombies because it has most of the maps and it has mod support. Very easy mod support, which is very, very fun. But who owning they Black Ops 1? Now, is it Black Ops multiplayer, or is it Black Ops? I don't know. But, I don't know. View all friends who play. I have, like, 2 friends who play this game. Wait, do I not? I don't even own the... No, I don't even own the DLC for Black Ops 1 on Steam. And let me guess, it's, like, full price, 30... Yeah, it's full price. Hey guys, you wanna buy, oh yeah, just buy the Call of Duty franchise collection for $800. Do not do that. Here. Who up buying they $40? If you wanna play Black Ops 1 with all of the zombie DLC in the year of our Lord and Savior 2024, a game from 14 years ago. That... Black Ops 1 is 14 years old? Jesus Christ. Anyways, if you want to play a game from 14 years ago, yeah, I hope you're willing to spend $90 to get the full zombies experience. I mean, here, listen, the campaign is really good. The campaign in Black Ops 1 is fantastic. Why the hell is it $40? That's insane. How much is Modern Warfare 2? How much is MW2? That's like my favorite Call of Duty game. That's a not zombies game. $20, but it has a bundle. What is this bundle? It's a Modern Warfare 2 bundle. Does this give you... No, of course it doesn't. I was about to say, does it give you all of the games called Modern Warfare 2, and it's a Modern Warfare 2 bundle? No. It gives you Modern Warfare 2, and it's map pack DLC, and it's $50. You're telling me I gotta boot up my goddamn... I gotta I gotta excavate my Xbox 360 to play some old Call of Duty without dropping an absurd amount of money. Like, there's no way in hell I'm ever spending this kind of money on this. Like, holy shit. Like, listen, I don't mean to be rude here, but, like, there are games that I want to buy. There are models that I want to buy. There are paints that I want to buy. There's DLC for games that I want to buy. Why, in God's name, would I ever spend, like $40 on a game? $50 on a game? $90 if you want all the DLC. Why would I ever spend this money on games that are a decade old, that I already own, that, like, don't get, like, meaningful upkeep, you know? Like, listen, Final Fantasy XIV is a decade old, but, like, it gets updated pretty frequently. And it has active development. They're not actively developing Modern Warfare 2. I don't even know if they're actively developing the new Modern Warfare 2. How many Modern Warfare 2s do we have? Ay. Like, this is a joke, man. This is crazy. They're selling Call of Duty 2003 for $20. Bro. I don't mean to be rude. Okay, hold on. Who owns World at War? Apparently I own World at War, and I have the DLC for World at War, right? Or does it not have DLC? It just comes with everything. Is it based and it just comes with everything? Call of Duty World at War, single player. Huh? Huh? What? Call of Duty World at War. Huh? Listen, World at War is an amazing campaign, and it was the start of the zombies, which everybody knows and loves today. The zombie mode's a little janky and a little unrefined. It's Derize that, like, refines it properly, right? And is it, like, is it Shinonuma? Is that the map for World at War? Or is that, I don't remember the map names. But, like, I think it's Derize that, like, properly refines the formula, and then Black Ops 1 is where it, like... Black Ops 1, I think, is where it peaked. Kino der Toten is peak level design. It's absolutely fantastic. It is probably the best zombies level ever made. But I do really, really like Black Ops 3 because of the modding support and how easy it is. Because, like, I think... Like, let's go to Black Ops 1, right? Like, I don't think Black Ops 1 has a... Which Black Ops 1? Black Ops, this one. I don't think this one I don't think the original has Steam Workshop support. No, it doesn't. But the old one, or the new one, Black Ops 3, which came out in 2015, so it's almost a decade old. Black Ops 3, which almost came out 10 years ago. That game is, if you want to play the Zombie Chronicles, it is $60. If you want to play the starter pack, which is the multiplayer-only version, that's $15. But you want to play the zombies, that's $100. But this has workshop support. This has workshop support. So... Zetsubo No, that's a different map. Anyways, I'm going crazy. I'm going insane. This video needs to end right now. This video needs to end right now. We're bracing. We're taking 1 damage. We're dealing damage to the meat horror. We're gonna shoot the meat horror twice in the next turn. Ah, shit. Can we shoot the meat horror twice in the next turn? Hopefully? I don't know. Do it big, I guess. Okay. Alright. Desperation. Okay. We're buying ourselves another turn with this. That's fine. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Perfect. Yeah, no, I'm tilted after that. That's crazy to me. Like, here's the thing. I don't know anything about the new Call of Duties, because the last Call of Duty that I bought was, I don't remember when they came out. The last Call of Duty that I bought was either Black Ops 3 or Ghost? And also, the historical revisionism on Ghost is crazy, by the way. I looked up Call of Duty discourse, like, a while ago, and people were, like, saying Call of Duty Ghosts was one of the greats. It was, like, it was, like, I think it was, like, Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty Infinite were good. And it's, like, we didn't know how good we had it back then. It's like, no, those 2 games were dog shit. They were bad. Call of Duty Ghosts got me to stop playing the series. I do think I came back, like, if Call of Duty Ghosts released before Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3 got me to come back after, because of the zombies mod support. But, like, you have no idea how, like, different the Call of Duty games are now. I'm not joking. Like, I see footage, and I don't even know how much of a modern Call of Duty this game is anymore. But I remember watching the... Was it the... I mean, it was Northern Lion, Dan Giesling, Dumb Dog, and Mouth play the Call of Duty Battle Royale, whatever the hell that one is. And I don't think it was Team Unity. It was Team Unity Tuesday, right? Like, before they stopped that. And I remember watching them play it, and that is just a, like, completely different game. And you watch footage from, like, modern Call of Duty games, and it's, like, completely different, right? Like, they're completely different experiences. They're completely different games. And I think that, for me, personally, they peaked with, like, Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, and Black Ops 1 were really, really, really good. Like, really good games. But then, Black Ops 2 was kinda janky. Like, Black Ops 2 did not have the staying power in my friend group that Black Ops 1 did. Like, we would go back to play Black Ops 1 zombies over Black Ops 2 zombies because we were like, oh man, I'm sick and tired of this stupid bus driving us around. Or like, oh man, Zombies Nuketown sucks. And then Black Ops 3, I bought it in post, right? Like, I bought it in post because of the modding support. I thought it was interesting. It's the whole shebang right here. So we're getting -3, -0, -3, -3, -3, -6, -3, -9, -3, and -9, -3. So, do we have anything that's going to take us with our stamina? I don't think so. So as long as we are 10 stamina, we're fine, right? That's okay with me, that's okay with you. Works out for everybody. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody's fine. But yeah, no, I don't know, looking at that was like, I mean, listen, Modern Warfare 2 is a great game. Would I spend $20 on it? I don't know, if an indie studio released it today, sure. But Activision? Treyarch? Infinity Ward? No. No. Just no. Honestly, just no. It's not worth it. It's a great game. It is not worth full price. They have made more money. Oh my god, I get it now. That's why people were so excited when Xbox said Call of Duty was gonna come to Game Pass, and then everybody was like, why are you shooting yourself in the foot, when they announced that the new Call of Duty game was coming to Game Pass, which, by the way, is very stupid. I cannot begin to describe how Call of Duty is sort of like, I mean, it's not like FIFA, because I think FIFA is, like, guaranteed to sell more. Like, and like NBA, like 2K, like NBA 2K or whatever it's called. Those games are guaranteed to sell more, right? Those games are guaranteed sellers. Like, no matter what you do, those games would sell. Those games were the ones that were, like, the initial testing ground for microtransactions. Like, it's insane for me to say this, but some people watching this might be too young to remember that back in the day, people would write, like, human interest stories, and there would be, like, crazy news about these people who would play these sports games, and they would spend, like, $10,000 on microtransactions. And microtransactions were new back then, so everybody was kind of, like, scared and confused, and consumer advocates were like, listen, this is a practice that needs to be stomped out of the industry. This is dangerous. And then, you know, there were a lot of people who back then, they were like, huh, this wouldn't work on me. If you're stupid enough to spend your life savings on a single video game, you deserve it. And then not realizing, sort of like, that these things were they were predatorily designed to get people to waste their money and to spend, like, as much money as they had to have, like, this impulsive dopamine hit. You know, they were maliciously designed, and people were trying to warn us back then. And, you know, for the good that it did me, I was personally like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. That makes me kind of uncomfortable. But here I am in 2024, and I'm like, me and the bestie, microtransactions, they're just so normalized now, you know? Like, it's kind of crazy, but there was a time when, in video gaming, the game would release, and that would be that. It might get a patch, like, maybe? But some older games literally didn't get patched, right? Because it was like, they put the game on the disc, and that was it. And they could maybe fix something if they did, like, a re-release or remaster from, like, the Dreamcast to the GameCube or something, right? But I don't know, man. Like, you didn't get patches a lot? Like, you didn't get patches. And a game to give you more content would be, like, an expansion, right? It would be a new disc. It would be, like, an expansion that you put into your CD drive on your computer, and you would download that expansion. Or, you know, you'd use a launcher. Like, I guess some games are using launchers, and you'd download them through there. But it wasn't like... It was... Internet was significantly worse back then, so you didn't really want to have people download, like, gigabytes from the internet, so you wanted to download it from the disc, you know? You'd rip it from the... whatever. Anyways, I'm going a little crazy here. But, you know, back when, like, Xbox Live gaming was, like, really taking off, right? Like, we got the Xbox 360, we got the PS3. Games, and you could download, like, patches and stuff and all that. Games would release just, like, you know, they would release expansions that you had to buy for, like, $20. And then what's even crazier is there was this big kick where every game had to have a multiplayer mode, and in order to enable the multiplayer mode, you had to use a code that was inside the box. And so the reason for this is because secondhand, like, used games used to be a big deal back then. It used to be a big talking point. Oh my god, now I'm remembering the Xbox One versus PS4 thing, where Xbox One, you couldn't share your physical games with your friends because of DRM, and then the, like, Sony live stream started with one guy walking up to another guy and handing him a copy of the game and say, you can have my game, I'll let you borrow it, have fun. Used games used to be a menace. They used to be a menace. Because, and this is true, they used to be cheaper than the main game. And so developers, they would do this thing where you get some sort of content that is a code in the box. And the idea is that when you open the box, you use the code because some part of the game is artificially locked off, and you want to unlock that part of the game. And then once you're done playing the game and you go sell it at a game store, what would happen is that code would be used. So if somebody bought the game used, they would have to spend $10 to unlock the rest of the game. Because they didn't buy it new. That's a practice that died off. Not because consumer advocates won, but because who cares? Who cares if somebody buys your game secondhand? I mean, if you're even making physical copies, like, literally, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, if you're a big developer making, like a live service game, it might be free. But if it's not free, if somebody buys it secondhand from, like, or if they buy, like, a illegal key from, like, G2A or whatever, right? Who cares? You're gonna get them to spend, like, hundreds of dollars on microtransactions. So it's like, oh my god. Anyways, I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling weird. This episode needed to end like 20 minutes ago. There's no Pokidoku. Goodbye. Stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next episode. The finale of Crow Country will be tomorrow. RimWorld will be next week, maybe, if I can get it to work. And I should record a Dark Souls. I'm hesitant to say there will be a Dark Souls, but there should be a Dark Souls. I'm working on it. I'm gonna be free on the 10th. 10th is maintenance day, so I can kind of just focus on content on the 10th. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.